Whispers in the dark. It was a cold winter's night, and I found myself lying in bed, the darkness enveloping my room. The only source of light came from the pale moonbeams sneaking through the curtains. I pulled the covers tightly around me, seeking comfort from the eerie silence that filled the air. As I drifted closer to sleep, a sudden chill ran down my spine. A feeling of unease washed over me, as if I was being watched. My heart began to race, thumping in my chest, while my mind conjured up images of the unknown lurking in the shadows. Just as I was about to dismiss my fears as mere imagination, a soft, chilling breeze whispered against my ear. The words were hushed, but unmistakable. "You're not alone." My eyes widened in terror as I scanned the room, searching for the source of the voice, but there was no one there. Unable to shake off the haunting sensation, I clutched my blanket tightly, seeking solace and protection. A sense of impending doom settled over me, like a weight pressing down on my chest. Every creak and groan of the old house amplified my anxiety, and the once familiar surroundings now seemed foreign and hostile. Night after night, the entity returned to torment me. It revelled in my fear, its presence growing stronger with each passing hour. I became a prisoner in my own bedroom, dreading the moment the sun would set and the darkness would take hold. The entity toyed with my sanity, whispering menacing words and distorted laughter. It slithered through the room, unseen but omnipresent. Sometimes I could feel its icy breath against my skin, and other times its skeletal fingers grazed my face in a chilling caress. Its malevolence consumed me, driving me to the brink of madness. Sleep became my worst enemy, as the entity manifested itself in my dreams. Nightmares intertwined with reality, blurring the line between the two. I would wake up in a cold sweat, gasping for air, only to find the entity's malicious gaze fixed upon me from the darkest corner of the room. Days turned into nights, and the entity's power grew stronger. It thrived on my fear, feeding off my vulnerability. Desperate for reprieve, I sought the help of paranormal experts and spiritual guides, but they were powerless against the ancient evil that had ensnared me. One fateful night, as the entity loomed over me, its presence suffocating, I mustered all the courage I had left. With trembling hands, I reached for a small crucifix that lay on my bedside table. I clutched it tightly, feeling its warmth and the faint hum of power it emitted. Summoning all my will, I confronted the entity. "Leave me alone!" I shouted, my voice quivering but filled with determination. The room seemed to tremble, as if even the walls were afraid. For a moment there was silence, and I dared to hope that I had won the battle. But just as quickly as the silence had settled, the entity let out a bone-chilling, otherworldly screech. It lunged towards me, its twisted figure contorting in rage. With every ounce of strength I held the crucifix in its path, a barrier of faith and hope. A blinding light erupted, filling the room, banishing the darkness that had plagued me for so long. And then, as suddenly as it had appeared, the entity vanished, leaving me gasping for breath, but finally free. Since that night, I have remained vigilant, forever scarred by the horrors I endured. The entity may be gone, but its presence lingers in my memory, a constant reminder of the battle I fought and the strength I found within myself.